London's most dangerous cycling junctions have been announced. Holborn, King's Cross and Shoreditch have been named the 3 most dangerous out of 22 junctions that need urgent action. Across these junctions, over the past 10 years, 47 people have been killed, with another 198 seriously injured. It is no wonder that people are terrified of cycling in London. So today, I'm going to be going to the most dangerous junction of them all, Holborn Junction, where 8 people have been killed between 2008 and 2022, and just find out what is going on. London has got a lot of things right over the past few years. There's been more expansions on cycle lanes, from temporaries becoming permanent, and also there has just been more of a focus on greener commuting, but there is still so much that still needs to be done. I know far too many people who are terrified of cycling in London. My mate Holly, for example, who I had a very fun commute with the other week. Make sure to check out that video by clicking the link right here. And remember, this isn't just a safety issue. Dangerous junctions sever routes for active travel, which means less people are walking and cycling. And to be quite frank, if we need to hit our targets for global warming and make sure that our world doesn't become a fiery hellscape, well, we need to start doing something about it. Today, I've decided to head on up with the Forme Buxton Pro E. I chose this one because it's just a very comfortable ride. It gives you a lovely upright seated position. So that means that I'm going to have the best visibility when tackling these roads. And this thing really flies. If you want to find out more on the Buxton Pro E, then head on over to our online store to take a closer look, or click the link above to see my review. Okay, I'm 2 minutes away. Feeling apprehensive, but I'm hoping my many years of training on London roads has set me up all right. I've actually never cycled Holborn Junction before, so this is going to be a first time. Really intrigued to see just how wrong they've got it. Okay, here we are. We've hit the junction. So we've got a lane for the bus and taxis. A few people have just got tickets for being in a yellow box there. Okay, now it's turned into 3 lanes, so cars and bike are gonna have to start spreading out. Yeah, this is very busy. I'm going on level 5 assist here. I want to be as quick as possible. 15.5 miles per hour, please, thank you. The one thing you notice here is that there are just a multitude of junctions. It actually took me a while to find where I need to go. And already there are yellow boxes, cars, vans, motorbikes, taxis, buses coming from different angles. I think the problem here is traffic. It's constant, it's congested. It's no surprise that London has come out as being the #1 most congested city in the whole of the world for the 2nd time running. The roads are messed up. Drivers in the city spent an average of 156 hours stuck in traffic in 2022. What a waste of time.
Waste of our time.
The report, which covers 1,000 cities over 50 nations, found that traffic and congestion has increased by 5% since pre-pandemic levels. So things are getting worse. I love it when I'm behind a bus, that air. It's just sad to think that, according to City Hall, 2/3 of car journeys can be cycled in under 20 minutes, hitting more traffic lights and what looks to be a very big junction. Yeah, this is the big boy. So here we've got 3 lanes. I'm gonna see if I can turn across to just give you guys an idea. Here we are. Can I get a head start? You could see there that because of the traffic, I had to basically scooch up through congested traffic there to get through to actually be able to take a safe right turn and get in front before other cars will start coming up quick and block me and basically get annoyed at me if I try to turn right. It's just a very hostile place to be. This doesn't scream cycling inclusion. This is what you're taught not to do, is to ride on roads like this. There's just so much going on. Your vision is constantly darting left, right, just to understand where you need to go, what the dangers are around you. People are turning left, going straight, going right, cutting across. It's chaos. If you're not a confident cyclist, of course, this is going to be absolutely terrifying. I'm scared of cycling on this. It's not for the faint-hearted by any means. To be quite frank, this is just a very unpleasant road junction area to be cycling period.
On Proctor Street, there are currently 4 lanes for traffic. 2 for buses and 2 for everybody else, but no segregated cycle lane despite the high number of riders who pass through the junction. Junctions on junctions on junctions along High Holborn Road create a continuous problem with traffic, blocking a clear view for smaller road users, and cyclists lack eye-level signage which causes confusion and ultimately a distraction to find the right way.
People aren't really indicating, there is visibility that is blocking the way, and that is just creating danger. This is not cyclist safe. And what does this mean? This means that less people are willing to jump on their bike and travel from outer parts of London into town because junctions like this are stopping people. There's a lot going on, it's fast paced, so many different roads, trying to work out where to go. It's no wonder people are losing their lives here.
Finally, after the amazing efforts of the London Cycling Campaign protests, in 2022 we saw changes to Southampton Row, where Dr. Krawiec lost her life, hit by a left-turning lorry as she attempted to cycle south onto Kingsway. And there are further changes on the way. Outside Holborn Tube Station you can see now that there's an X-shaped pedestrian crossing which was planned to be put in. Proctor Street will soon become single lane with a separate bus lane and 2-way protected cycle lane. The council will also increase the depth of advanced cycle boxes from 5 metres to 7.5 metres at many of the junctions. There will be a cycle gate on Proctor Street which will allow cyclists heading south to go ahead of buses and cars. And Camden Council say its aim is to reduce road casualties and serious injuries to 0 by 2041 and make the area more environmentally friendly.
I think that's enough cycling on these junctions for me today. I think I just want to head to a local park, sit down, just gather my thoughts. Well, this is a lot nicer and quieter than the junctions I've just been at. Okay, final thoughts. Firstly, we've got to be reducing these cars. Transport professor at University of Oxford found that if we can get people out of cars and onto bikes, we can reduce the average citizen's emissions by 67%. That's huge. The amount of single occupancy drivers that were using those junctions, I'm sure a lot of them could be using bikes instead. But of course what comes with that is people are probably using their cars, using vehicles because they don't feel safe because of crappy infrastructure like that. So thankfully, change is coming. And also with the cost of living crisis right now, you're going to be saving so much more money as well. The average spend on fuel pre-pandemic was just over £1,000. The amount that you can save by getting out of your car and choosing more active travel like cycling is so beneficial for the person and also for the community. But like I say, we need the infrastructure. That's it from me. I would love to hear your thoughts on this one. If you've cycled Holborn Junction, if you've cycled any of the other junctions that have been labelled dangerous here in London, let me know. What's the infrastructure like where you are, wherever you are in the world? I would love to hear more. I'm gonna go home, have a nice hot cup of tea because it's freezing out here and settle my nerves. All right, Electroheads, I'll see you later.